All right, so I have two things I want to talk about today. The first is Qi 2 charging, and the second, which is why most of you are probably here, is the giveaway. So I understand if you skip forward to that, but if you want to hear me rant about Qi 2's charging, here we go. Why is it so obfuscated? Why can't Android, and I guess also Apple, just make it obvious what Qi level of charging you're getting, what wattage you're getting? Because I just tried to figure out an iPhone for the first time. It starts as a shorter number and then changes to a longer number. So I have no idea what any of that means, and I didn't have enough time to really poke at it and download something like Ampere, because I am not as familiar with the Apple interface and ecosystem as I am Android, and got frustrated and wanted to make this video. This is actually the second time I've made this. The first time was way too rambly. I couldn't do anything with it. The problem is the magnet needs to line up with the charging coil in the phone, which for Apple isn't that big a deal. You can just stick it right on there. Assuming the iPhone was assembled correctly, you're good to go. Now, if you have a case, you're in the same boat as Android is, which is you better hope that it's lined up with your charging coil. Because if it's not, you're not going to get what you think you're going to get. You're going to get slower speeds. And this is especially a problem in the Galaxy Z Fold 7, where the charging coil in the phone is not centered. And so many case manufacturers just didn't know that before designing and starting to produce their cases, because Samsung put out their spec sheet I don't know, the same day as the release or something. It was something really sillily close. And I don't remember exactly what it is, and it's not important enough to look up, but I think it was like a week. So that is an issue, because these cases advertise themselves as being Qi 2 capable, and Samsung is saying that they are, Qi 2 compatible. But in the reality of it, I'm finding about maybe half of the cases actually get the Qi 2 correctly. And I mean, you even have not unknown names getting it wrong. Taurus got it wrong, but that might just be because the rings just can't get the Qi 2 on the Z Fold 7 for whatever reason. I've not found one so far that does. So that is why I check the Qi 2 charging on every case that gets in front of me, and let you guys know whether or not it achieves it or not. And then now we have me second guessing every review I've done prior to Benks, because Benks had that weirdness where it wouldn't charge to Qi 2 unless you attached it exactly a certain way by sliding it on from a specific direction, which is ridiculous. I understand that the magnetic field was more magnets. How do they work? But I understand that the magnetic field was stronger, essentially the magnetic attachment was stronger between the coil and the charging magnet. Because what happens is the phone kind of takes stock of what the magnetic field is like. I'm trying to put this as simply as I can. The phone knows what the magnet feels like, and if it feels right, it requests all of the power. And if it doesn't feel quite right, it will request less, which is why you get different charging numbers. The phone does not wait for that energy inefficiency to cause it to overheat. It says, this will cause it to overheat. We're not going to ask for that much. And it still overheats a lot. Anyway, I wish that it was obvious without needing to know that the numbers change from one fast charging number to another, or downloading and installing an app like Ampere, or whatever the hey you have to do for Apple to figure out which one you're getting. And now they've got the 25 watt one as well, which is Qi 2.2. Hopefully Samsung gets that in the next generation. I've believe I read somewhere that that's the rumor. Well, at least with Android, when you plug in the phone, it will say super fast charging if it's set up correctly. Essentially, if the phone knows that the cord and the charger is capable of giving it the power that it needs, it will say super fast charging and it will request that power from the outlet. Why it doesn't make that same distinction between Qi 1 and Qi 2, fast and super fast, as it does with the cord, fast and super fast, I don't know, but it upsets me, obviously. Anyway, enough about that. Let's talk about the giveaway. I didn't have a solution there. It was just educational and just for me to vent, I suppose. But the giveaway. So I have a lot of stuff piling up. You know, MagSafe accessories and cases, the stuff that I review on the channel. Even though you haven't seen a lot of the accessories yet, I have so much stuff in the bin, it's ridiculous. I really need to start consolidating some of the stuff I'm doing, but I digress. So I've got all this extra stuff, don't know what to do with it. Thought to myself, hey, I will give it away. I mean, I am starting to collect some subs. I think I hit 20 today, which is awesome. Thank you guys, love you guys. Now, with a giveaway, according to YouTube's terms of service, because I checked, I can't ask for likes or subs. I can't ask for comments, and I will ask for comments, because how else will I know that you entered without sending you to some third-party site? I'm not sure I'm comfortable doing that, maybe in the future giveaways, but not for this one. So for this one, we're just going to comment. And you comment, Purple Room Rules. And let me know what phone you have, because what I will do is I will randomize every week. Oh, I forgot to mention, this is going to be a rolling giveaway. It's going to last through at least the end of January. Starting this Wednesday and every Wednesday, I will hopefully understand and implement a live stream where I will look at the number of subs that I have, and for every factor of 50 is more than the prior week, I will give away one item. And so we'll start with this coming up Wednesday. We will start directly at 50. I'm not going to go up to 70 or whatnot. I prefer the round numbers because that's nice. I have enough to give away that I am not concerned about running out. I hold no illusions about how popular and such I am at this point. That's fine. You don't have to subscribe, like I said. You just have to comment, and depending on how many subs the channel has, I will give away items. Now, when someone wins a drawing, I will then look at the phone that they say that they had, and if it's something I have a case for, I will put the cases in the pool as well, and I will randomly give away an item. And it'll be a case for the phone that you have. Obviously, I'm not going to give iPhone Pro Max a Z Fold 7 case, so they can just be like, why does this fold? I don't understand. Folding is so confusing. So, legal stuff. You gotta be 13 because laws. I will ship to anywhere in the United States. That's fine. Internationally, I'm afraid I'm going to have to ask you to pay for your own shipping. So I apologize for that. I'm not excluding you. I do apologize if it prices you out of the drawing, but it is what it is. So my sincere apologies. Just to give you a taste of the kind of stuff I have to give away, I've got Rockform, Ringke, Spigen, Taurus, Benks, Nillkin, Raptic, Caseku, PopSocket, OSnap, Ulanzi, ESR, other grips, wallet, stands, stuff like that. It's gonna be a good time. I'm excited. I hope you're excited too. Word of warning, as I understand it, giveaways can get kind of messy as far as bots. I will have an email that I will have you email if you have won. When you win, I will leave a reply to your comment. This will be the main video that I will take comment entries from, but since I will be referencing the drawing for the foreseeable future in my videos, I will need to scrape comments from those as well. One entry per person. Please don't try to game the system. If it's found that you entered multiple times, I will have to disqualify you. Just to give an example, so let's say Wednesday rolls around and I have 50 subs, I will give away one item. If I have 100, give away 2. If I have 500, I'll be flabbergasted and give away 10, because I can do 2 times 5. I am good at math. If I have 21 subs, because I have 20 I think right now, I will cry on the live stream. No, I won't cry. I might cry. But again, and to be 100% clear, subscription is not a requirement for entry. We are just celebrating milestones. The giveaway will last through at least the end of January. I reserve the right to extend it because why not? I might want to. I also reserve the right to lower the milestone requirements. So like say it's not really kicking that fast, I might lower it to 40, but I will never raise it above 50. If you're interested in seeing a whole bunch of MagSafe grips kind of explained and weighted against each other, check that video out, unless I haven't done it yet, in which case that's something else. Good luck, I appreciate you. I'm Steve, this is the Purple Room, and I will see you on Wednesday.